When fans said that they wanted a more comfortable Air Jordan 11, I don't think this is quite what they meant. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these potential bad boys right here. This is the Jordan 11 Comfort. Yeah, a lot of people are not happy with these, which I think is funny because I was one of them. When I first saw them, I was like, why are they doing this again? The Comfort Jordan 1 looks like a Jordan 1. There are some tweaks to it, and that's okay, but it still embodies the Jordan 1. Then Jordan Brand is just like, yo, we're gonna do the same thing to the Jordan 11. We're like, excellent. That's not it. But when I put them on foot, I was like, oh, fork. This is what original Jordan 11s used to feel like. And I really wish that the retros felt like this, man, because these are just, they're comfortable, man. So real quick, they have done this before. So for all of you guys that might be new to the sneaker scene, here's a small history lesson on the Comfort series. There was a Comfort line through Jordan Brand, but it wasn't like this, where they were taking previous models and just making them more comfortable. What they were actually doing is making them hybrids with Air Max models, classic Air Max models at that. So the Jordan 11 Comfort, the original one, actually had an Air Max 1 bottom, which is funny because Air Max 1s are not comfortable. They look awesome, but they are not comfortable. If they can make those feel like the new Air Max 90 or the Air Max 3, whatever you want to call them, then they'll be comfortable.
I guarantee it.
The Air Jordan 11 upper though was fine-tuned, tweaked, and lowered, and then they placed it on the Air Max 1 bottom. There was a Soul Collector collab version that had like a carbon fiber looking brand instead of patent leather and all that stuff. A lot of people actually really like those shoes. A lot of them went to outlets though, but they did sell pretty well at retail just for retail price. Now, one of the ones that I really liked was actually the Jordan 12 Comfort, and those, again, they made the Jordan 12 in a low top, which you guys already know, I really like that. And then they put it on top of the Air Max 97 bottom, which is the one with the full length Air. Those actually didn't look too bad either. Like it was the, I think it was the Obsidian colorway was like my favorite. It was, they just looked really clean, and those were outlet hitters too. So there was a Comfort line before, and it was very clearly almost like the Jordan Fusion, which was the AJF thing. So Air Jordan Air Force combination. It was much like that, but with Air Max instead of the Air Force. So they were just taking classics from Nike, blending them with Jordan Brand, and then boom, that was the Comfort line. Today's Comfort line is much different. So again, they started with the Jordan 1. So I thought they were gonna take these, tweak them, and just make them feel like these. And they didn't do that, clearly. However, I will give these a little credit, man. From that top-down view, boy, like they really do look like some 11s, and I f with that. Now, the tech specs on these include a modified outsole. Again, it's not like the Jordan 1 Comfort where it was just a modified Jordan 1 outsole, which I thought was sick. I really liked the way that they did those. So a lot of people are gonna be disappointed with this just in the fact that they strayed so far away from the model that they're based off of. And I do think that that's a negative on the brand's part, because for some reason they keep holding this model in such high regard when it's like, dude, you've tweaked these before, you know? Like they don't even let the Dorenbecher program use the shoe yet. They've done every other model but the 11. And it's like, yo, there's clearly one missing. And then the midsole itself is super comfortable, man. Like this Cushlon, dude, full on Cushlon. And I'm telling you, this is how my original pair of these back in 95 felt. I'm not even playing. A shoe like this and the Reebok Questions, right? To me, they were some of the most comfortable damn shoes I've ever worn in my lifetime. And the retros of them have never been up to par, except for the Air Jordan 11 retro from 2000, 2001. Those were the only ones. It was because it was so close to the original release. It's only like 4 years removed. This one though, like it's not the same. And then what I like about the midsole is, like, for one, when you hold it, you can feel how soft and springy it is underfoot, which is really interesting because I know that Kobe Protros, they use Cushlon as well, but it's a different blend, man. This feels crazy. Like, I don't know if I'd want to actually play in this. I'm just saying that it feels awesome. Actually, I probably would want to play in this as long as it was done like this, where it's like consistent, because the Kobe's have the zoom and it really like mutes the forefoot because the zoom is from side to side and not just a little bar, which is what's in here. It's not a bar, but it's the regular zoom unit in the forefoot. So what you would see in a Jordan 13 in the forefoot, that kind of like ovally shaped zoom unit, that's what's packed in the front. And that type of zoom with this type of Cushlon, I can't even explain it. You have to try these on. These are casual shoes, by the way, so they're not performance. Like, this is not a Protro of the 11. This is a lifestyle shoe, and that's what they're made for. They don't have torsional support in there. There's no spring plate. There's no torsion bar. There's none of that stuff in this. So if you wanted to play in them at your own risk. I'm not saying this is a performance shoe. Neither is the brand. It is a lifestyle comfort take. Just to interject in between the specs of the shoes and stuff, I do like the toe down view of this one visually, because it really does remind me of a Jordan 11, which is kind of what they're going for. At the same time though, this shoe, for whatever reason, doesn't doesn't quite look like an 11. I think it's because there's no patent leather on it. And I do prefer this one visually over the black and reds just because of that. Because they did make the design so different, and it's clearly not an 11, even though it's trying to, you know, touch on those notes. This is the one where like I like these because they're far removed from the 11s, in my opinion at least. Now, as far as the materials go, they're obviously different between the two pairs. These are the only two colorways that I've seen so far. I don't know what the future colorways will hold. It will be very interesting to see which ones use materials like this, or maybe which ones stay with the traditional 11 look. So these guys right here feature patent leather on there. It doesn't look like it's actual leather. It's just fake patent, which is a little bit different than like the remastered stuff with the white lines and all of that. That's actual leather inside there, and they have the patent finish. This is made more like the older retro of 11 from like 2008 through whenever they started remastering. And then the cool gray version of the shoe, again, does not have patent leather, but they do have some really nice nubuck, man. Or it could be really short-haired suede. But this stuff right here is like super nice. You can run your finger through it and you can see the fibers change, and I love it. And yeah, and then they also have a similar feel on the back, but this is actually not the same material. This is a really nice leather, and it's super soft, it's supple. The black and red version has that same kind of leather, so it's black. If you're gonna do something so different, you better make up for it in certain areas, especially when you put that Jordan 11 moniker on there, and that's what they did here. I think the design itself is jarring to a lot of people. They're like, oh, that's Walmart 11s. But again, when you put them on, you're just like, dude, the quality is there, the cushion's there, the comfort. They kind of did what they said. The only thing is that they didn't do what we wanted. They veered off. Now there's this weird section. I don't know what type of mesh this is. It feels like it's coated with TPU. So that's the only part that I'm not really loving. It's obviously going to be breathable. It's super lightweight. So it's going to be way different feeling on foot than a traditional 11, which can feel a little bit like, even though, you know, the ballistic mesh is lightweight and breathable in a way, but it's not like modern day meshes, which is what this kind of stuff is. It does feel a little cheap, I will say. However, the ballistic mesh does come back right here at the midfoot. I like the tongue. It's kind of weird. It's not like these guys right here, where it's definitely just a low cut version of the 11 tongue. This actually has a little bit of a shape to it, and it reminds me when you pull it out, almost like the Jordan 5. Like it's got that shape to it. It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if that was intentional, but that's just what it looks like to me. Something also real interesting is that there's that giant Jumpman right there on the tongue area, and it reminds me of the samples of these guys. Not this particular 11 low, but the original 11 lows when they were first being sampled back in my high school days in the 2000s. They actually had some samples with a Jumpman logo on the tongue, and obviously the retail pairs vetoed that. I also think that they should have maybe put the logo on the actual tip of the tongue and put that Jordan patch that's traditionally on an 11. The insole is ortholite and it is perforated, so again, it's just a little bit of extra stepping comfort plus some airflow. Now, as far as the fit is concerned, they run very large. So I'm letting you know right now, go down at least a half a size. If they are available in store for you to try on, I recommend trying them on. But I ordered these technically 3 times, but the last 2 times I ordered them properly in a half a size down, because this was my first order. This is a normal size 9, and I put them on and I was swimming in them for one, so I was like really surprised. And then, you know, my finger rule that that I told you about. What video was that? The Jordan 5 anthracite. Yes. And I had said, and I know that this sounds dirty, okay, I know, but it is like a good guide. If you don't want to do the thumbs width thing, which I don't think is very accurate, when you put your shoe on and you stick one finger in the back, if you can fit one finger in there comfortably, saying it out loud is just totally is just a totally different feel than actually doing it, which can go any way that you'd like.
You're just digging yourself.
I know, I'm just gonna keep going. I just got to do it. Hold on. So again, if you could, it's because I have the visual in my head with a voiceover of me being like, if you could stick one finger in comfortably, like a doctor video. So again, if you could stick one finger in the back comfortably, I'm just gonna keep going, okay?
Just power through.
Yeah, so if you could stick one, oh God. But if you could stick one finger in the back of your shoe, you know, comfortably, usually that's a sign of a good fit. If you can fit 2 fingers or more, that's usually like they're way too big. And with these guys, I can fist the damn thing. Like I was like, there's so much room in there. That's a bad sign, guys. That's a bad sign. If you can stick a whole hand in there, shame for you. Go down at least a half a size. I did that in both of these other 2 right here, and they fit, I wouldn't say perfect, but they fit comfortably.
Which is the whole idea behind the shoe.
Yes, they don't feel like they're about to come off. That's the thing. I like the way that they fit. These actually, I decided that we're just gonna give these away to one of our Discord members. So this guy right over here, they do fit like a 9.5, even though they're a 9. So we're gonna find, obviously this guy right here fits a size 9.5. So they're gonna go to you. I hope that you really enjoy them. And I just think that these are, again, they're not what people wanted or were even expecting when you hear Comfort 11. I swear, like this is what I was thinking. I was like, oh, they're gonna make an 11, maybe a low top, but with like more comfortable materials, and they're gonna tweak the tooling like they did here.
I feel like they kind of mashed up that 11 low version with
The original Comfort.
no, with the traditional 11 low where they have the vents.
Oh, like the IE?
Yeah, and so
Oh yeah, that's kind of like very, yes.
I am here for a reason.
Sometimes. So, yeah, no, actually, I don't think that's what they were going for, but I do see where you're coming from. I didn't even think about that.
I would like to applaud them also for removing that ridiculous teeny tiny Jumpman logo off the back.
That's on the lows usually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and moved him, gave him a little bit more space to breathe.
Yeah, I think that it's this one, like I don't think this one looks that bad. It does look like a dad shoe though.
Yeah.
Like I'll give it that, and it's because it's gray, but I do like gray shoes at the same time, so I think that that's fine. So let me know what you think about these down below in the comment section. If you've owned a pair already, because I know that in our Discord a couple of people already bought them because they were curious. I did not talk to them about it yet because I wanted to keep my thoughts for the video. So I do wonder what they think about them because I cannot believe how comfortable they actually are. I was surprised. Also, let me know how disappointed you are and how they look, because I know that you guys expected an actual 11 just to be comfortable. So let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support, and until next time, guys, have a good one.